Hello there everyone, this is Mark3 and welcome back to Factorio. As you can probably tell by the fact I didn't say welcome back to Facility 4 and the fact that I'm in the main menu screen, yes, I am afraid that the worst has come to pass. Facility 4, after more poking and prodding and general restarts to previous save sections and trying to save it, is completely and utterly beyond my ability to save it. Facility 4, rest its soul, is dead and gone. But out of the ashes rises new things. A new base is going to be forged on a new world. A world which has some slight changes, brought on courtesy of Factorio version 13.4. New changes such as yeah. many let's add a couple more many resources. Yes. Yeah, this is a result of the new set of mods I have selected for this new base, which I have yet to name really. The only things I'm going to really change in here is I'm going to expand my starting area. Yep. I'm going to increase the richness of and reduce the frequency of alien bases to give me a slightly easier road to go. Though, as you'll see in my demonstration of the mods list in a few minutes, it's not going to be an easy time at all for any of this. Plus, I don't know much about the mods in question, so I'm going to be muddling through this entire list as well. So yeah, let's leave it like this. Enemies never attack. I'm not going to check that one. I'm just going to leave it as it is. So yeah, let's go in there and see about getting a new base started. Okay, I seem to have had a little bit of luck on the very first spawn. This is not a bad place to go, and a place I am actually quite willing to start creation in. And yeah, just look at all these tabs. Sheesh. This new selection is going to be giving me a bit of a rough road to go, given my lack of general knowledge. But still, I must point out that infinite resources is actually still present in this mod set, as you can tell from yields of the stone, yields of the copper, yields of the iron and the coal and stuff like that. But I must point out that it is not there for everything, which means that my base is probably going to have a core of production of basic resources, namely copper and iron related products. But for more, well, for the modded stuff like this, tin ore, zinc ore, it's going to have to expand to capture those, because there is only some of them have got production percentages going on. So that might be a slight issue. I'm actually starting in a semi-forested area. It's not completely overgrown, which is why I'm not averse to it. And my initial plan for this base is to actually create... Well, I'm actually going to start it off by trying to create it on a coal-based economy. Yeah, I didn't think I was ever going to say that either. In all previous games, and all games I've ever played on this in Factorio, I've actually avoided building much by way of combustion technology, like it was some kind of plague. I jumped straight to electric and never looked back, because I've always thought that that was the fastest way to go, and something which was useful. I've not really changed that outlook. I do think it's faster to just jump, but I'm actually going to try and build a combustion-themed base for my initial consumption and using these and the infinite resources are available here. But in the meantime, while I'm setting that up, in case you haven't noticed it because of how I've been flashing little screenshots and things about you, let's actually go ahead and have a look at the mods which have caused this wonderful, wonderful world to come into existence. And of course, since this is now version 13.4, the mods actually being used in this game have had to change just a little bit. Such is the problem with it progress, I suppose, isn't it? Now, what you can see here is the mod list which was being used in the previous 3 bases, in fact. Each time I've been overrun so badly, but you know. Let's just show you what it is. To be honest, many of the names are red, but they are not that bad. Well, for the most part. Because it's stuff that either had little effect, or I did not actually manage to reach in the first place, or just plain didn't build. Like advanced turrets, that's cannon and long-range laser turrets. I never actually made those. Mines, I found them useless the first time I built them. Concrete rails, a nice cosmetic one that, but I never actually managed to build rails, really. So, yeah, no use there. I didn't even build any concrete now that I think about it. Day night extender, no effect. Diesel generators, I reached the tech for that, Facility 4, but didn't actually manage to build any because the base got overrun shortly afterwards. Rage ore processing basically allows faster processing in furnaces of pre-prepared ores, but again didn't manage to do that. Scary nights. Enemies attack more at night. That one is actually one that was taking effect, and it is one that, well, it's one that might make things a bit easier at night time. And tanks, this one I actually regret losing because facility... No, I never actually called that one facility, did I? The 3rd base actually managed to reach this level, starting to build tanks and things before it got destroyed. But... yeah. Kind of useful. I wanted to do something with it, but it's no longer available. The only 2 real things to mention here is Endless Resources, which has actually been lost. It's the one that made ores act like oil deposits, as in lose mining rate over time, but remain there infinitely, effectively. That was at the core of my entire turtling strategy, so that is a potentially big loss if I can't find a replacement mod in the 1.3 and over mod lists. But the biggest change here, honestly, is Natural Evolution Expansion. Yeah, I'm keeping Natural Evolution buildings and Natural Evolution enemies because I want the tougher enemy types and I want the building options, which those mods involve. But if the previous bases have taught me anything, then Natural Evolution Expansion is something I am frankly not good enough to handle. I cannot handle Natural Evolution Expansion. That is the overriding factor, I would say, in the loss of every previous base after the first one when I started using mods. Because the enemies just got too numerous, too fast, I couldn't kill them fast enough, I couldn't kill the spawners fast enough. In fact, I couldn't kill the spawners at all, really. I don't think I killed any Natural Evolution spawners. not once. So, yes, that is a slight problem. But that is what kept causing me to be surrounded and encroached upon, and then wave after wave of aliens are coming faster and faster. That is entirely the fault of Natural Evolution Expansion. So for this 5th base, that mod is remaining very firmly off. I know it's not as much of a challenge without that, but without that I might actually be able to grow and expand a base and not have it blow up and be being constant siege for however long. So yeah, I might actually be able to get somewhere without that mod. I'm just not good enough for it. Now, let's start checking for mods and see what I can find. And now there are mods. Many, many mods. Hopefully this isn't going to wreck everything. But anyway, let's get started with this lot, shall we? This is the mod list for for this new base that I'm starting up now. Yeah, it's almost treble in size, roughly, I think. And to be honest, I've turned off the mods that I had saved from the previous one, just so I could tell them apart, so I didn't run down them when I was going through this list. I also cleaned out the ones that are not actually going to be used anymore, just to make it a little bit neater. To give an overview, I've got some basic ones for ammo upgrades, more bullets. I've got upgrades to drills, upgrades to solar panels and accumulators. I've got lights, so it'll be better when it's dark. I've got a couple of new wall types. I've got alien walls, I've got force field walls somewhere else further down. Water production, bigger drills. Endless resources, it turns out that has actually upgraded, so I've got that again. It's just it wasn't updating properly, so I had to clean out the previous one, and then it did that. Then I've got some improvements to flow for my fluid pipes, oil, fire bullets, which is always good, an ability to remove items, which I no longer need. I tried to install a recycling mod, but unfortunately that crashed it, so, you know. Also the ability to reclaim land and remove it, which can be used to create water, I assume. I'm not entirely sure what that one will do. Along with things like stained concrete, some more tank mods, more power, wreckage generates pollution, and then the entire assembly of Bob's mods, which is just a huge set of mods in and of itself. So going into this game, it's going to be very confusing, which is why the ore screen, when I was generating the new map, was such a tangle, really, because there's so many new ore types now involved. I'm honestly not sure how well I'm going to proceed with all this, but I'm going to have some fun finding out. Ultimately, I must point something out. If I find something in there while I'm playing which I think is too powerful or too unbalanced, like maybe that super tank mod, where is it, down here? A boosted customized tank with boosted ammos and nice red colour. Oh yeah, that's too powerful. Nice red colour. I don't want to use that. I'm not going to use that. No, seriously. If something is too powerful or breaks the game in some way or is too cheap or stuff like that, then I will actually refrain from using it. I'll scrap it straight into my item destroyer and not look back. So that is a reasonable price, I think, for installing all these things and not being sure exactly what's going on. Though, because of the curiosity as well, I've got things like this Armageddon mod, which adds catastrophic events and other disasters to the game, underground alien invasions, Bitezilla, etc. So, I don't know what's going to come of this one at all, but I don't know. We're going to see what comes of it and what happens. Though, even with all of this, the fact is I'm still not going to use Natural Evolution Expansion, because that mod is just evil. Anyway, yeah, let's get back to it, shall we? Hopefully I'll have built up a decent enough base to have a look at. Well, I think I have anyway. Right. We are now just over 16 minutes into this first base, having come back from looking at the mods list. And, well, it's maybe a little bit late, but I'm just setting up a basic extraction facility to give me, you know, access to copper plates, which is basically just something I can leave alone. Why am I carrying stone but not coal? Okay. I'm just going to fuel that with coal so I can leave it alone and come back to it when I want a bit of a copper plate. But that is not really going to be my main combustion refining facility, because I've been building some of that over here, as you can see. This is the setup I've just worked together for producing my iron. It's entirely combustion based. Burner. Why am I saying combustion? It's burner mining drills, supplying furnaces and things like that. And it's already producing iron plates at a very high clip. Though admittedly it does seem to be having a slight issue in terms of coal production. Well, a little bit, but it's got room to expand anyway. And this is currently the core which is fueling my growth. It's also going to be, well, let's just expand it down here. Put one there. Yep, that's fine. 3. Oh, that's room for another 6 drills, isn't it? As you can see, producing burner drills is no longer a problem. It's just a question of time, which is why I'm actually skipping over a lot of this stuff. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, we are now 30 minutes in on this new facility, which I have started tentatively calling the Facility of the Coward. Because effectively I've been a coward and backed out for, you know, I backed out on the entire expansion thing from Natural Evolution, and maybe I'll call it that. The Facility of the Coward. The problem is that's pronounced Tuftuk or something like that. It's a lousy acronym, so I don't know. I'll have to think of something better to call this place. But right now I've got a decent burner-based economy actually started up. This is my coal facility right now. And I must be honest, it's not really something I looked into that much, trying to appreciate how to use burners effectively. It's kind of scary. 15 minutes ago I just had this cluster here producing and some of this stuff here. But right now, look at this. It scales so fast. And I never really experimented much to appreciate that until some mucking around in a base between bases kind of thing. I do play other games beside this one, so I experimented a bit in there, and that's where I figured out that you know, if you get burners running, sure it's polluting, it's not very efficient, but you can get massive production of basic resources actually rolling extremely quickly. Hang on. Since when did a lab require wood? What? Basic circuit board? Hang on. I think that's it. Here we go. Right, Bob's Intermediate Products. Basic circuit board. Requires wooden boards. Oh. Okay. I did not know that was a thing. Seriously, I've got some... I've got some learning to do, it seems, about this particular mod pack, because it's different coloured alien artifacts? What? Gemstones... Compression bomb? Okay, yeah. I'm just showing my ignorance of this basic... of the mods I've put into this base in general now. But still, even just on basic burner economy, inside half an hour, I've got loads and loads of spare resources going on at the moment. So I can actually start to do some serious upgrading even at this stage. I figure I'm going to just blather on for maybe another 10 minutes or something like that. Just show you how I'm doing with it, but let's have a look. I require a water pump. That's one of those. A boiler, a steam engine. I'm going to continue basing the things on burner tech for the time being, just because that's what I've got an access to, and as I said, it is efficient. Though later on I will upgrade to electrics, it's just not straight away. So I'm going to leave it be for now. That's what I said up here, it's in the middle of this entire base. Well, yeah, the Facility of the Coward. I really should call it by name, shouldn't I? Actually, I'm kind of regretting that name already. I don't know. Let's see, straight pipes. Iron pipes, size... What the heck's... Oh, size. It's how much it can actually hold. Right, okay. Stone pipes can hold more. They require stone brick, though. Copper pipes require less. I assume it's much easier to get copper, though. So that's a low throughput pipe. What are these? These pipes don't seem to have a maximum or minimum, do they? Let's build one just to see what it does. Pop that there. 10. Okay. These flow control from Bob Logistics, they can produce stuff. How do they compare to a regular pipe? Let's install one of those as well. Resistances, health. Okay, there's no difference really. So I'm just going to slam that in. Straight into there. Got plenty of burners. Load that up. Put that there. Give me the electric engine. Sorry, not the electric, the steam engine just there. And then I'll plug it straight in to my starting research, which is going to be here. The hell? Maybe I went a bit overboard with the mods. There's a super tank up there. It requires a fair bit. Jeez. But this is, I think this is the reworked tech tree. But still, it's looking pretty nice. Pretty nice. Chemical processing. Electrolysis. Okay, I'm going to have to take some time to figure this actually out, so I can see that. But my initial one is long handle burner inserters. Ooh. I could actually build some more burner economy stuff if I did this. Interesting. Anyway, I'm actually going to research automation because that's what I gathered the tech for. So off it goes. Yes. I'm also going to have to set up some research facilities and things too. So that is a thing. And a thing is, of course, a problem because while I have got these production chains set up to produce basic plates, I had not actually configured them to supply, you know, an output, a conveyor line output. So that might be a slight issue. Though I could actually use long-handled inserters to do something about that. So that is actually a thing. Give me 10 of those, thank you. Right. Yeah, that is actually going to be an issue, doing it like that. But I don't think I have much of a choice if I want to continue to use these facilities. This one's going to have to be blah, 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 blah. Come on, it's the first video. Am I already getting tongue-tied already? Seriously, what the hell? I can use long-handled inserters to make things slightly better, but I'm going to have to rework things. That much is sure. I can automatically pull copper out of these places though, but I can't do it with the regular stuff. Not just with the burners, I actually require electrics to simply modify these, and I was wanting to avoid that. Would it be cheating to use electrics? Probably not. Let's go ahead and build some electrics using wood. Okay. That's right. Yeah, circuit boards require wood. Okay, got that. What the hell? So many inserters. Long, fast inserters? Really? Seriously, I'm just getting confused by all this now. And I don't mind admitting it. Where the hell's logistics gone? I thought it was down here past electronics, but it's not. Oh, there it is. Of course, right at the top. Fine. Research. There we go. Now then. I want to get some production facilities started, of course, which requires a ton of things, as should be expected. I must say, this is actually... This thing is almost as wide as Facility 4 got at its prime. And it's just this part. Wow. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? Now let's cheat slightly and whack on these electric inserters just like that, because I do require that for the moment. And this, for the time being, will actually be making my supplies to get my research up and running. Stupid phone. Seriously, it's been going off the hook all day. I'm getting seriously annoyed at it. Anyway. But yeah, apologies for that. It's just, yeah. I hate that thing. What was I saying? Right. Before this video ends, I really do want to get some basic production of research going to, you know, actually start making research be a thing. So I don't have to, you know, keep going back and forth and doing stuff like that. And I just keep saying, you know, because you know. Maybe that's my new phrase and all that. Didn't mean to put that in there. There we go, okay. One supply, copper, check. I need more pipes, sorry, pipes. I need more conveyors, but my plethora of iron means I don't really have to worry about much at all. It really doesn't mean I have to worry about much at all. My only concern really is I'm running out of conveyors. Which is, I know, a pressing concern. Anyway, yes, let's get this thing worked out. I need to get the cogs out. I think it's still like that, isn't it? Yeah, it's still cogs and copper plate. So sure. That means this one is going to be making me cogs as soon as I find it. There it is. Right. And of course it's going to have to be yellows because of the whole electric requirement. I'm not building this with burner technology. There we go. Okay. You will make for me all of the lovely cogs. Yep. And then since it's going to be an actual... Actually, I don't have enough time left in this video. It's almost gone. So it's just going to have to be this. Some yellows, some reds, some blues. I just hope I have enough conveyors to do this. I don't, of course. But yeah, just to round out the end of this video, I'm actually just going to have basic production started up of red science packs. As soon as I find them. There we go. These expanded skill trees are actually confusing me a fair bit. I need some yellows. 1, 2, 3. I need more conveyors. Yep. But I've got the basics of it actually sorted out now. I'll expand on this facility later. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Plug straight in. All operational, working. Except for the lack of some key ingredients, which is going to be like that. And then there's just the matter of getting it down here. And there we go, that'll do it. Okay. The base of the Coward now has access to automatic red science production. So, yep, it's already starting, it's already producing. It's not industrial scale, which means I'm going to have to improve it later. But it's started. The base of the Coward has started. And I really do need to think of a better name for that. I mean, seriously, the base of the Coward, it's not great. But yeah, this has been Iron Mark III. Thank you for watching me in my new, far more confusing base on Factorio. Jeez, I've got a lot of copper already. And I'll catch you next time. Yeah, I'll see you later. So much coal. Oh yes.